morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm so happy that I had some time to spend a few minutes with you and gives me an insight into the person you are. Usually when we call the guests onto this particular podium, it takes a long time to choose the right person. When I say the right person, it just means that what this particular person brings to the table. What is the insight that this person will give us that will help students elevate their mind space a little more than what it is today? So I'm so happy that we got you here. So
Pleasure is mine.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me here.
yeah. So this is going to be 10 to 15 minutes of questions to get the information out of you. The first thing that struck me is that the limitation which we're talking about, double amputee, that being the case, I'm going to talk from the student's point of view. When there is a limitation, there is always this tendency to ask for favors or customize it to our, limitation, anything that you want in life, right? I'm sure that moment had come to you where you may have been advised that maybe a convenient opportunity can be sought in this field of sport that you have chosen, but you went for the conventional one rather than a comfortable one. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, first, I'd say my life journey was a decision of a mother. She had very strong ideas of life. Nothing can come easy or nothing should be coming easy either. You have to work for it. And that's when you know who you are and the world knows who you really are. And I never wanted things to come easy on a platter. You got to remember every inch of the journey in order, to actually stay grounded. And when some things come really fast and easy in life, they go away so easy and fast also at the same time. That's basic science of life. So I feel that the efforts you put into each and every activity, or when you're building something, the efforts are really important because that is going to be remembered more than the result itself.
Okay. I see that. I mean, the romance here is punching above the weight, above your weight rather than laying in the field. Fair enough. I like that. I'm sure that students can relate to that. Secondly, let's talk about something very important that you spoke to me, which kind of made me feel really good. Let's talk about biryani.
Yes. I mean, sorry to disappoint a lot of people. I don't eat red meat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But I like the smell of biryani.
Right.
Okay, sometimes egg biryani, of course I do eat. But since biryani stays as a favorite to a lot of people, we have different styles of biryani we like. So that's something that I chose to do because you need to be a little detached from what you do in your regular days, which is motorsports. Motorsports gave me the identity thanks to the fraternity and the whole motorsports itself. But sometimes it's important to detach from your regular areas so you understand who you really are and what you can be. So I did invest a little bit into food, not major, but a massive cloud kitchen with one of our old family friends and partners. And the talk is good with it. The biryani is great, but I have not eaten it myself. But however, it's nice to walk into the kitchen and explore a different world. And it's just not biryani, it's a lot of things. I've learned hairstyling, I've learned makeup, I've learned audio engineering. I used to be a DJ, I used to play music, of course, and it's not only driving cars. Then later I started working on cars. So it's all about participating in various areas you see, and agriculture is something very close to my heart, which, yes, I do own agricultural lands, but I'm still learning. I'm still learning for my future plans.
Right. So talking about, I'll take it from there, the future plans. You did tell me something that you set milestones, correct? So you say when you turn 46, I hope it is 20 years from now. Right?
Unfortunately, 6 years from now. I just turned 40 last week, so.
Oh my God. So when you turn 46, you're going to, beat a retreat to your coconut farm and put some time there. So this kind of milestone setting, this happened early in life. Is it an influence of the school that you studied, which is J.D. Krishnamurthy's? So can you just throw some light on this?
I mean, J.D. Krishnamurthy schools definitely carry a DNA which basically allows you to participate into a lot of things in the society, in maintaining just not yourself, but the whole environment you live in. And gardening was a very interesting activity. It was a very exciting activity for me in school. So I used to participate very actively there. But now coming to my whole plans of manifestation, I believe in manifestation. I believe in dreams. Dreams are meant to come true. You got to work towards it. You just can't write it down there and keep it hidden. No? A dream can be anything. Sometimes the biggest the cruelest thing you could do to yourself is think of the dream and not do anything towards it. Innovation is a dream. Living a good life is a dream. Living healthy is a dream. Doing something for the society is a dream. So, and when you have it, you got to work towards it. Many people don't do that. So wherever I go, I speak about manifestation. So every 10 years, sometimes every 5 years, I make a dream chart. So this was taught by my mother to me. So I would cut relevant images from magazines and newspapers, put it up on the chart, and I'd keep it for the on path, how I'm living right now, and what I would want to do a year later, and where I see myself, because the whole plan is about where you see yourself in the next couple of years. So let it be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and then 10 years. So I write Chetan as this, by this. So I remember very well in one of my dream charts, I said I wanted to become a Formula 1600 champion.
Okay.
And I couldn't find exact image of a Formula 1600 car, so I cut a racing car and I stuck it and I wrote it. And 2 years later, I got an opportunity to do the dream chart again. And there was one of my work colleagues who comes running with a magazine and says, you know what? Don't stick some random images. We found yours in the newspaper. Stick that, because that was on the path.
Wow.
So manifestations are really strong. They do come true.
Right. So thanks for that. So manifestation is beautiful, but action is everything, correct? As you rightly say. How do you move from manifestation to action? How you can tell in your own words your journey so that we understand how to move from manifestation to action.
While making plans is the major percentage, I'll say 60% of making the plan, and the initiation, is the rest. And then comes the participation. You're not part of the plan, participating doesn't really make sense. You got to be part of making that plan. And then the initiation is where many people have a problem with, the kickstart. Now it's very easy, you press off a button and your bike starts, your car starts. Earlier we used to crank it so much, we used to kick the bike so much to get it started. And that's how we are. We need somebody to kick it really hard to move forward. So I'll say the kickstart is a crucial part of the journey. And then comes the participation. It becomes participation. Because participation is everything. Result is, it's all his. Efforts are yours. So that way, I feel making these plans, kickstarting it, is a constant process of life. We have to keep picking up something other. You innovate something, execute it, find the next one. The next innovation has to already be ready.
Right.
And making plans should be very constant. So we can't just sit down with one plan, make it happen, and say that I did it. I used to do it. I think that pinches me a little bit when somebody asks, how was your racing journey? I said, no, you should ask me, how is your racing journey? And that makes a big difference.
Sure. I'll take a cue from that too. When people ask you questions, I'm sure that when you chose this plan, manifested this plan and said, this is my dream, this is where I'm going to. How was your family's support in that? How did people at large, people who are close to you, react to this?
Encouragement from home is very important. Not all homes are going to be encouraging at the first shot. And don't expect it to be it that way. You have to work towards it. You got to explain to your parents, your siblings, how important your dream is. Because you got peace at home, the world looks peaceful. You got motivation at home, you are going to feel motivated outside of this planet. So I'll say it's important. If you need to work on something, work on your family. Make them understand how big your dream is. The whole world might look at you as a very absurd person. They might say you're just a moron. Yeah, but be that moron with a big dream where the family is backing it up. So my mother, fortunately, she likes cars.
Okay.
And she keeps recollecting her childhood, where her father was a railway, a loco pilot.
Okay.
So he would actually honk right next to her school, and the teachers would know, her dad has come in the train just to meet her, and she would go sit in the engine, the front compartment there, and travel, and she used to enjoy the speed. So one day when I told her, what, I understood where the racetrack is and I wanted to go, she was very excited. Yes, I used to collect a lot of cars in my childhood, those miniatures, the Hot Wheels we call them. So I used to have like hundreds of those. Of course, my mother never made it easy. She said, do a lot of chores at home, you get a car. So that was some initial motivation, but little did we know that we were going to get into motorsports. And the day came where I realized there was a racetrack in Chennai and there's opportunity to race. There was no questions asked. She said, go for it. I said, are you sure? She said, don't make me kick you. You have to go for it, because this is going to create the identity. I think you found it, because she found it in my voice. The conviction level I had, the excitement, like, what, I want, maybe my dream can come true. She said, no, it's not maybe, it is going to come true. We're going to make this happen.
Okay. What's the name of your mother?
Padma. So she was this iron lady. When I was born with a deformity, both my lower limbs weren't formed properly. I had a bone deformity. So the doctors came up with two options to a mother who just gave birth, saying that you either leave him on a wheelchair all his life, or you believe in the advancements, get it amputated, starting from the Jaipur foot, which was made of wood, to a lot of, today I have carbon fiber. Can you believe my feet are much lighter than yours? I can move my legs much faster than you in a car. So I had to make my disadvantages advantages later on. So I think the courage of a mother to go for the amputation was something unusual.
Right.
But I think that decision has made me what I am today. So I'm truly grateful to what she has decided then. And yeah, she definitely, I call her Iron Lady in that way.
Right. Can you tell us about your education and how it shaped the way you are today?
Well, the roots are very, very important. What you grasp out here, what you carry from here really makes a huge difference. I'll say the schooling, the college. I studied in Jiddu Krishnamurthy Foundation of India. I did my schooling there. Then I studied audio engineering. I was more excited to do audio engineering than my regular graduation, but however, my mom pushed me to finish my BBA. So I did my audio engineering SAE. And later on, she never said a profession for me. She said, what do you want to do? List it out. First I said I wanted to be a DJ. Is this usual? Is it usual at every house? I want to be a DJ.
Yes, sir, of course.
Yeah. Well, what's the next thing you hear?
Absolutely not.
Leave but never come back.
Exactly.
Yeah, but When you get your priorities straightforward, when you know what you really are, when your family trusts you, you don't really worry about anything else. So I did play some music. I was a lot into music production. I used to be a live sound engineer. I've done several events. I think the biggest events I've done is 50,000 people even in Malaysia and Dubai. And later after that, that's why I studied other courses.
Right.
I studied makeup and hairstyling because my mom was a beautician before she made it really big in business. And she started a salon back then in 1996. I know today I can mark it 30 years. I carry the brand today for her. I don't cut hair anymore, but I know my business. It's important that you learn what you're going to start. You might not be the one working out there, but no staff, on this day I can still go. I can do the work inside the salon. I think that's more important. So next I'm learning how to make biryani also, because that's a new investment I've put in. And yeah, but there's so many things. Learning is unlimited. Education is unlimited. It's stepping out there and learning new things. Your institutions give you the route and the platform to learn, but learning and enhancing your learning is upon you.
Super. Now you wear a lot many hats now, but which one gives you the most happiness presently?
Motorsports gave me the identity, because when many people ask me, why motorsports? I said, I would probably be convinced as a cripple if not for motorsports. And today I can proudly say I'm not ordinary, but I'm extraordinary. Because I chose to do this. Probably, of course, with due respect to all the sports and athletics out there, but this is very physically and mentally demanding sport. So I also understood much later that I can be a tool for enabling people's mindsets in what they want to do, let it be sports or any kind of profession. Now, most of the people out there in the society live with a lot of boundaries, a lot of switches in their mind disabled. They need somebody to enable it. So when you have somebody coming out there and doing some crazy things like me, that's something strong for them. That gives them a click in their mind that they can do it in their profession. So maybe not in motorsports, it can be elsewhere. Mental disabilities is something which people fight for, and then comes physical. I think I'm able to be a little useful out there in that areas.
Super. I think you're the right person. You've seen 40 years of good life, challenges and everything. What does success mean to you, Chetan?
Success is all about adhering to what you're able to do, what you want to do, and you don't stop it someday. That is success. In fact, I'd say staying grounded is very important. That's part of success. Because the more weight you carry, what do you call this? Head weight, yeah. The more weight you carry, you're going to go slower. It's going to get harder. And we were just talking on the way where you forget to, you carry too much of your success. Traveling is going to get a little slow, and expectations on you from other people are going to get bigger and bigger. And then tolerance towards failure is very low. You tend to get very attached to what you're doing, and you get very disappointed. So I feel success is constant.
Right.
Good life, inspiring people, doing what you still love is success in my terms. So the moment I win a race, first thing I do is detach. Get away from there. Do something else. You come back with a fresh mindset again to do the same thing. Because when you carry the pride of winning, you have expectations of yourself, you start getting disappointed, you start getting hard on yourself. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. The inner engineering is very important. It's a very big subject. Engineering, inner engineering, we can't do it in 1 day or 2 days. It's a constant process. Somebody, for me, 40 years has been inner engineering. It's a constant process. So for me, success is something that if you're able to do something constantly and you love the process, the success.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well said. I'm sure that I can ask you this question to close off this particular session so that the students can ask more. I have to ask you this. I'm sure that the kind of balance that you show and the clarity that you give, I have a feeling that you are spiritually inclined. If so, please give us a few words on that.
Yes, you need to be, I won't say fear one power, but respect one power. Respect of voice. It can be anybody. Why? For the matter, even parents are the ones who you look up to. So you need to have some factor which is grounding you in life, reminding you that you are zero. I believe I'm zero. Okay? Is it confusing when I say I'm zero? Put me before you, I'm nothing. Put me after you, I'll add value to you. You understand? If you understood, you can ask them later on. And something which my mother teaches and my godfather used to teach, be a chappal. I mean, don't take it offensive. Executive chappal. In my work areas, I'm the chappal which will take you from point A to point B. Take care of me, we will walk very long. At the same time, I want to be the zero after the main digit, not before. Then I'm nothing. So that way, staying, when you know who you are, spirituality starts inside. Respect some power outside. And some amazing things are there. Spiritual classes are always there. Today also I'm supposed to attend a class in the afternoon. I like learning new things. I love going to temples. In fact, 2 days ago I was at a temple. I went to my Kuladevam and came back. And it is very important that you be engaged in some activities. It doesn't have to be specifically in a religion. It can be anything you believe in. But spending time in asking is important. Because even God is asking for one thing. Crying child will get the milk first. So who is asking? So don't feel awkward, no? Ask. Sit down by yourself and ask. That's something I do every morning, 7:30 to 8:30. So today at least I got that time on the flight. So I sit down and we actually manifest what we want to do in this week and ask the universe and I'll get it.
Right. Beautiful. Thank you so much for answering my questions.
I have a question for you, sir. What advice would you give someone who feels limited by their circumstances, like family issues, financial crisis?
See, if everything has got to be picture perfect in your life, you're just ordinary. Correct? You see, the best of the stories we talk about today, let it be in the textbooks, or let it be in the newspapers, or let it be in the videos you scroll every day, are the ones who are not ordinary. Correct? They're extraordinary. They're a little different. The ones who don't have the basic resources yet make it. This whole term, they say thug life. What do people think? What is thug? Thug is, you think there's hefty people who are walking up and that's not thug life. You still not got it, but you still make it. That's how I see it. So, if everything is going to be given to you on a platter, and you still make it, you're just ordinary. You don't have it, but you yet still make it, you're a story out there. You want to be a news or you want to be a story out there. Story is remembered always. So be a story out there. When you don't have some resources, you don't have the support from the family, when you don't have the money to actually eat, but you still have to make a survival. That's a story. So be a strong story. So that's what I will tell. God didn't give me 2 legs. That's all right. I told you earlier, my feet, what I wear, carbon fiber today, are lighter than yours, so I can move my feet much faster than yours. Right? You convert your disadvantages into advantages. That's called engineering yourself. Right? Because sometimes, no poor snake comes and bites me, you think whose teeth is gone? Not mine, the snake's. I can go walking over sharp stones and thorns. You think it's going to matter? Well, you have to be really worried, not me. So, this was always a blessing. It gave me an identity. I remember my mom once came and asked me, it's a very interesting part of my life, where she asked me, would you be interested to go through a procedure where you can actually become a normal person? Okay, I gave a very straight frown to my mom. I said, go ahead, what are you trying to say? I met the orthopedic surgeons, they said, technology, she said something about some third party, some tissue, muscle. I don't remember because I didn't pay attention. Only time I chose not to listen to my mother. After she finished, I asked, are you done? She was like, yeah, what is it about? I said, see, listen, this is the last time we were ever having this conversation. The day you are trying to see me normal, the 30 years of identity of Chetan Korada is gone. Don't kill that. What I am is because of this. Let this live alone. You get it? You have problems, let it grow along with you. Let it not grow, but let it help you grow. You understand? So it's okay to have some disadvantages. It's going to motivate you to become a much stronger person in life.
I think that they never ask you, but you wish they did.
Pretty much it's all covered because I've mentored drivers, I have run my own academy. So pretty much I've answered most of the questions everywhere. Nothing was unanswered so far. I would pause, stop, answer every question. So I only wish people would actually think, ask questions on how to build their racing careers, on how to create more funding, fundraising. Sponsorship is a very big subject, which each athlete, not only from motorsports, each athlete should focus on creating themselves as a product and putting out there in a market and giving some good value to the brand who wants to sponsor. Sponsorship is not about, they're helping you when you're doing. No, you are giving something in return. It's about how you package and do it. I only wish people come and ask me on those matters also. And of course, and some questions on how family life really matters in sports. These are some areas which people should generally focus on asking.
Thank you.
Rasika, what motivates you more, the fear of failure or the desire to succeed?
Fear of failure is very dangerous because you can stay grounded when you win, so you can reset and go forward again. Fear of failure has to be there, but that shouldn't become everything in your life. Sometimes you have to fail. I failed too many times than I actually won. I won races. But more than the races I won, which I vaguely have images of, I remember the days I failed. Those moments I failed actually made me stronger. Made me come back stronger. Made me plan better. Because if I had won, I don't think my planning would have gotten better. I wouldn't have implemented new ideas. I would have been stuck to the same old procedures of going and driving a car. But when you fail, you know this is not going to work. You try something and that fails. No, this is not going to work. That is not going to. But when you combine all those outputs, is when you get the best result out there. So sometimes you learn more than more as a failure, and then you become a very deserving, successful person someday, where you have something. When you look back, the whole journey gives you a smile that you fell down too many times, but you chose not to sit down, but you got up again.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Sita Lakshmi from IT department. Sir, have you ever felt that something would stop you at somewhere? And if it is so, then how will you overcome that? And what will be your advice to these students to overcome from those situations?
As I said, God gives you another day to wake up, and it's a blessing. what are you going to do that day? Are you going to waste it? What if you were told it is your last day? Are you going to be sitting at home and watching Prime or Netflix? You do something which people will remember you that day. Right? Then why one day? Make it effective for the next 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades. Make an impact. Well, legacy is carried on, no? So, that motivation shouldn't be for a short term, should be long term. Your plan should be long term. Your idea should endure even after you. I feel that is the best part, that's success. When you have something still running after you're done. So, what you do today is going to make a lot of sense tomorrow. What you still do tomorrow will stay and be spoken about as a lesson to a lot of people.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
I'm Vashni Sundaramurthy from IT department, and I have a question for you. I don't know whether it is positive or negative to ask, but what is your major failure that you remember till now and you believe that it supports you till now?
I never focused on public relations when I was participating in motorsports for 2 decades. It was one of the articles in Hindu which kind of opened my eyes. When I saw a statement which I said, the more I focus on speaking loud about my achievements or blowing my trumpets, I'm going to go slower in the car. So I always feared publicity, but in my recent years, I understood, no, it's part and parcel of my sport. I need to go and talk. Because I realized much later, it's not 1 or 2 people, but a lot of people are looking forward for me to race. It's passing a good message to them. And people need to hear about me. And now I'm learning how to balance it. I'm learning how to balance it. I'm not good at it. I'm still learning. Because I don't think I've done such kind of interactions in the past. I only focused on my driving. It's not like that I was never a good speaker. As I said, I'm an extrovert. I can talk always. You ask me anywhere, anytime, I can ask you, I can answer any question. But what was slowing me down, what I feared could slow me down, this publicity. But now, I'm learning to live with it because we need it. Because my sport needs awareness more than me. I need to be a good ambassador of my sport.